Bidding farewell to Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, to Sayeda Zainab, peace be upon her, was not easy. It was not easy for any members of the Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam, specifically the women that were present on the day of Karbala, on the day of Ashura. It wasn't easy for them to bid farewell to Imam Hussein, who was the Imam of their time, either their brother, their father, their uncle. Even Azrael on that day, he says, "Forgive me. Forgive me when these oceans swallow each wave like a new breath, singing eulogies in the dirt of this earth, looking for love like a lost dove. Such a name is that in the throats of deserts. I call you Nainawa." And she knows how true this is, choking with each step, gathering grains of sand through her fingertips. Forgive me. This sorrow, my greed emerged, rained upon me as calamities. These tragedies were brought by me, but I am a blind lover. He is all I see. I've lived all these years without his company, but between you and me is not just the Euphrates, but these words that I say. The earth wished to embrace him like a nurturing womb. I needed him with me like the antidote to my wounds. I loved him so. As I'm sure you know about this love the same, I've watched you sprout between the letters of his name. I saw you carve him into the heaven skies every day, as every day he would pat your head goodbye. Forgive me. Forgive me for taking him away. I saw you there on these plains, whispering your last wish to him. Forgive me that Hussein is no longer in your grasp but in mine. Forgive me for traveling through time to make him our paradise's sign. Forgive me. Forgive me, O lady that weeps in the night as she lacks her Hussein. I knock on doors, handing out goodbyes. I am death, yet he is my hello. Forgive me, please do. I'll forgive, she says, if you take me with you. In the honor of Sayeda Zainab alayhi salam, raise your voices in the loudest of salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Imagine a woman who is absolutely tired from walking such long distances from country to country, in the heat, in the desert. They took away her hijab. They didn't give them food or water. They were walking for days after witnessing the greatest calamity the world has ever witnessed. And she stands there in the palace of the oppressor, the one who killed her brother, who slaughtered him as if he was an animal. She watches the oppressor hit the lips of Abu Abdullah. What does she say? What does she say as she stands there on that day? She says, "Oh, you who speaks ill about this household, this kin, have you not seen the result of the past and all its sin? How closely you hold poetry, but read his words before you begin. You've made our children thirsty, yet expect yourself to win. What a shame. What a shame, for victory begins within. Your path is one that is taken by those who have no fear. They see the end as far, whilst we see it as near. You've placed the head of the grandson on a spear, yet here you stand without a single thought or tear. With your very ears, listen to these words, for they come from Allah, who's purified every verse. Those who are slain are not dead. Those who are slain are not dead, but alive. So I tell you, don't let such a crime slip your mind. You've committed a sin like no other. You've murdered children as well as my brother. Do you think you'll emerge on that day as his lover? Your limbs on that day will speak against you, with your sins uncovered. O Yazid, there is so much truth in beauty you have missed. For blood drips from the very hands Rasulullah himself would kiss. Yet their bodies are given to those who act like wolves, torn from limb to limb from beastly carnivores. But remember, Remember, the rubble of this tragedy is hardly an ounce of your victory. On that day, there will be nothing to count your deeds, no matter the weight of gold. Nothing outweighs that scale that will read. On that day, your sins and people will come to curse you in that heat. Beware of that day, O Yazid. Beware of that day where the doors will close and you can't be freed. And how foolish of you, to think you've taken away our hope from the same God that has shown me nothing but beauty, and truly that is all I see. You've made your mark on history, but victorious you'll never be. How dare you? How dare you take us as captives without our coverings? We are the daughters of Rasulullah, yet you dare make of us a mocking. Dare you take us as slaves from land to land and enjoy our suffering? And you can say what you say and be as you are. فكد كيدك واسعى سعيك وناصب جهدك فوالله لم تمحو ذكرنا. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.